What's up, everybody? Today we're going to be taking a look at the GI Joe Classified series, Jason Shockwave Fire. Here he is in his box, and it is a sealed box, so no window. You got a picture of him. Got the side artwork, the back with him and all of his accessories. Other side. Now let's get him open and check it out. So here is Shockwave outside of the packaging, and looks pretty cool. A lot of different feelings coming back, you know, just seeing him, the nostalgia. I did have him when I was younger. I feel like most people did. I feel like I saw him everywhere. I was real little then, so I actually thought he was Beachhead. I don't know how many other people thought the same thing. I thought it was just like a different type of Beachhead. You know, different uniform. Finally got out of the green. Who knew? I was just that little. But here he is with his locker. All the accessories came in there. His name, the 105. We've got his shield. Little riot shield with a couple, looks like a cobra symbols, like he's knocked them off. Pretty cool. We got nice little details in here. It's not like a clean shield. It's got some little dents and dings in there. But no like wash or anything like that to kind of bring it out. You got his handle that he uses to hold it up. It comes with two, looks like little 9mm submachine guns. Two little subs. No detail in there. Each one's mag, like extended mags. They come out. Pretty lightweight. You got his knife with a hook on the end. And just all molded into black, so no detail there. Nothing really bringing it out. Same thing with the guns, again, like no real detail in there. I mean, well, detail in there, but no washes to bring it out. Which is a shame, because you get, you know, somebody sculpted that and you just don't see it. You got his baton here, but it's kind of bent, a little flimsy. Just solid black. Shield is solid. The subs are solid. Got his hat. Pretty cool. See how well it stays on. And then we got the figure himself. So we'll take a better look at him. I'll probably put some of these accessories on. So Shockwave also comes with a tiny knife. I'm gonna slide that into his vest. And I already got the other knife in his leg sheath. And got the little subs in his hands. And it looks pretty cool. You got him with his mask on. You got the nice blue eyes. One of the eyebrows is raised a little bit. Got the vest, you got the gold right here. Looks like different shells. You got his Joe Con with the silver around it. You got this is molded in black, but you got this like matte black kind of painted on there. Really cool. Also on the back and some of these ridges, so it's not plain. You got the digital camo all over his uniform with the yellow in there. And it looks good. You've got these wrist like guards that I don't really care for. They're not molded in, so they just kind of flop down. The more I mess with it, they keep dropping down to his hands, and I feel like they kind of interfere a little bit. You got his belt, it's free floating. The two holsters here for the subs, that's pretty cool. I like that. Because you can get those in there and then put that riot shield in there. Put one in there. You know, have them hold the shield. Like, that's pretty cool. Then you got the painted knee guards. I don't like these little shin guards. They seem kind of low. They also get I think interfere probably with his feet. And then this sheath down here just keeps dropping down. I don't like that either. So just the little stuff, mostly the anything that's not molded in there. I'm kind of like, a little mixed on it. But overall, just the look wise, he still looks pretty cool. So I don't know, little things. Maybe I got to glue it down. Probably make me feel a little better. Who knows what I'll do? I'll probably leave it all on though. But it looks really good. So let's put his hat on. And that's how I know him. And that fits okay. Not terrible. Wish it was like, I don't know, I want to say a little bit bigger, because then it probably would have been a little loose. I don't know. Something about it. Something about it seems kind of big, but also kind of small. I don't know what it is. But yeah, you can see those ridges in there and good, that facial expression. Detailing in the suit. Looks pretty cool. So here he is with the baton in his hand. I put the subs in his little holsters. And he doesn't hold the baton as well because, I don't know, he's got the trigger fingers for both hands. I wish he would have came with some extra ones. So it just kind of like drops down. Now this part didn't make sense to me so much. So this shield goes on his right arm because of how the clip is and where the handle is. But if he's going to be using it to protect himself, you know, every once in a while you need a little, be able to peek to the side. They took the notch out here on the right side. So if he wanted to, you know, he should have had it out on this side, because then he can hold this sub basically. And then he can kind of point it out through there. Maybe walk through it, fire. But he can't, because it's the opposite hand. It's notched on the wrong side, I think. What do y'all think about that? Am I wrong? I mean, other than you know, wanting to actually use it for a way to fire out of with a little bit of concealability, there's no other purpose for it. So that's why I'm saying it's on the wrong side. He would just be maybe looking, peeking, and then popping back or something. I don't know. But I think it should have been notched on this side. I might even just pop out the back here. And, because it looks like two different pieces. And then glue it back in reverse. To actually fit my style. Because this doesn't seem right to me. And I also threw his hat on backwards just because that might actually be how I keep it. Just gives it personality. So for articulation, his head will look down just a little bit, not much. He does get a little bit out of that neck joint at the bottom. He looks up pretty good. That's not bad. Better than most. Down is not terrible. I guess it's better than most also because of that base of the neck. A lot of the ones that I have recently are kind of stuck there or don't move as much. His collar doesn't really hinder him. You can tilt his head to the side, so you got that personality. T-joint or T-pose. Pretty good. You got the butterfly, upper bicep cut, double jointed pinless elbows. This hand on the left side are right, but his left is a horizontal hinge. And the one on the right side is actually vertical, which is pretty cool. He's got an ab crunch that works pretty good in that vest. He also has a ball waist, so you can roll around. And then you can throw those two together. Which is very cool. But then you got the waist, the hip, goes out pretty good. Comes back to neutral. This crotch area piece is soft here. You got the upper thigh cut, double jointed pinned knees, but they bend really well. You got a cut up here at the boot, hinge and pivot for the ankle. It's a pretty good articulation. Not bad. No, I'm liking it. So here is Shockwave next to the man that I got him confused with as a kid. So here he is next to the Cobra Island beachhead. And the legs, for the most part, are the same. The sculpts. From the shin guard, which, you know, my same complaints with Shockwave are the same I have with beachhead, with the floating sheaths and the holsters. Just dropping, falling a little loose. I don't like the shin guards. I think they interfere with your feet articulation a little bit. But they look good. They share the same legs, but the holsters are different. He doesn't have one on this side. The knife sheaths, I believe, are the same. Yeah, pretty much the same. But the upper body is different. Where Beachhead's mask kind of matches his arms and that kind of texturing. Shockwave's doesn't. And it looks good. I mean, so you use the same legs, you didn't do the same body, which is really nice. Switch it up a little bit. The mask looks to be about the same. But I don't believe it is. Because you can see some of the sculpt marks coming up through there, through the front part of his face. And Beachheads doesn't. So unless they took Beachheads and just kind of added those lines, which I could possibly see them doing, it'd make it a little bit, cheaper. You use the same mold like that. But Beachhead's mask has the, even though it's plain right here on the front where his mouth is, they have these lines that run straight across the top. And Shockwave's doesn't. So I would say, just looking at that, I'm gonna go ahead and say different head mold. You got the different vest on them. Really nice. So really the only thing comparable to them is the legs, and I think Shockwave is even a little bit taller. This Beachhead is just looking kind of small now. It was an early release, so I don't have the retro one yet. We'll see how he is when he comes out. I'm curious now. So here's Shockwave next to Stalker and the Grunt with his helmet on. So as a builder, and the upper body from Shockwave is the same as both of them, and really even the legs are up until the knee caps where they're the molded armor pieces that Beachhead had, and then the different boots that have the shin guards on them. So a lot of similarities. I can even see on Beachhead underneath that armor a little bit, some of that, I don't know what to call it, like a turtleneck part, the little folded part. So yeah, pretty much the same upper body. And they all stand about the same height. And here he is next to another shield-carrying enthusiast, the Crimson Alley Viper. The shields are about the same height, but width-wise, Shockwave's is bigger. So overall, I think he is a really good figure. He does have his faults, but not really the figure itself. Not, at least not the main part of the figure. So I hate that his shield doesn't swap to the other arm, versus the Alley Viper has that system that has the wristbands. They like switch, they can rotate, so you can put it on whichever arm that you do want. I wish he had something like that. So I'll probably end up popping that out again and just gluing it to the other direction. And then his baton was bent coming in the package. You know, some of those weapons are going to be like that anyways. I hate that. I think they're getting better now, but you know, it still remains that it is bent. I don't like these shin guards down there. I never really liked that look. Not when they first started, and I don't like it now. But I could probably switch that out with another character's boots. So we'll see what I do. Decide to do that. And then other than that, I think that was my big gripes there. I mean, these holsters and stuff, I don't like them being free floating. They hold pretty good on his thighs. I hate the ones on his wrist. I might take those off because those really fall off. So that's another complaint. And anything else, I can just add a little dab of glue. But the actual figure itself, the body, the articulation, the sculpt, the digital camo, those blues, really nice. I really like it a lot. And it hits on that nostalgia factor. Just brings back a lot of memories. So pretty cool. So I can't say that it's a great figure, but it's still really good. Minus those little things there that I don't like. You know, those are my own personal issues with it. May not bother somebody else. So that's gonna be it for this review, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.